Hey yo guys, it's me, Marcus Pearson, and for today's video, I would like to discuss something that's been the topic of a lot of discussions recently. It would have to be the fact of Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows, aka Doc Gallows, making their WWE debuts a few weeks ago. So as you all know, before the infamous AJ Styles made his WWE debut at the Royal Rumble in January, he was part of a group in New Japan Pro Wrestling called the Bullet Club. And part of that Bullet Club was the now former NXT champion Finn Balor and AJ Styles, and also Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. So recently, Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson made their WWE, well, it was a return for Luke Gallows, but a debut for Karl Anderson, and they attacked the Usos after their victory in the tag team tournament. So, that was the last time we saw them. They also made an appearance in a Dark segment on SmackDown, which, Dark meaning it was never actually aired on the show. So, I can honestly say I'm very happy that this is happening. I feel like a lot of good can come from it. Who knows what these two mischievous characters can be up to? Actually, I can answer that question because last week on Raw, Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows met with AJ Styles in a backstage interview where the three reconciled and shared stories and talked about how they apparently had like a huge party prior to Raw, in which AJ was like, nope, trying like, the typical crowd gag attempt. So, what happened is, later on in the show, AJ Styles and the current World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns had a back and forth conversation with each other, throwing compliments and insults and just trying to hype up the crowd for their upcoming title match at Payback. And as AJ Styles attempts to exit the ring, Roman Reigns is ambushed by Gallows and Anderson and, beat up. Like, it wasn't a major beatdown, it was just a couple hits and then they used their combo finisher. But still, and they also told AJ that they would have his back at Payback, so seemingly forming WWE's own version of the Bullet Club. And if that is the case that they're taking here, I can honestly say that I am all for that idea, because the Bullet Club has been huge all over the world, not just in Japan, but in other places like Global Force Wrestling, Ring of Honor. Like, it's almost as like the only promotion they haven't been in is the WWE. And now that we got basically 4 members of the Bullet Club, it can turn into something great. There's also been rumors of Finn Balor, who is, like I said, the now former NXT champion, being called up to the main roster to lead this new stable, and it's rumored to be called either Balor Club or Bulletproof. Personally, I'd like to see the name Bulletproof so they don't put the focus on Finn Balor. But with that said, Finn Balor did lose his NXT championship this weekend to Samoa Joe at a live NXT show. Surprisingly, because, I think this was actually the first time a title change has happened at a house show. And most people thought that Samoa Joe would take the title from Balor at NXT TakeOver Dallas, but it never ended up happening. So now Samoa Joe has defeated Finn Balor. And with all those rumors of Finn Balor being called up to the main roster to lead this new Bullet Club stable, I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you think that the Bullet Club is going to be dominant in the WWE? Or are they going to misuse them and lead them down the drain like they have with a bunch of other tag teams? I'd like to know your guys' opinions, and I'm going to give you my opinion. Here's what's going to happen. At Payback, Luke Gallows now, and Karl Anderson are going to attempt to interfere in the match. Nothing's going to happen because they're going to push Reigns as the new finger quote babyface, though no one likes him. I'm thinking they're setting this up for Finn Balor to debut as their leader and just basically obliterate the entire tag team division. I think Reigns will retain against AJ Styles, and I think Styles will somehow form into this new stable with Balor as the leader. So with that said, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on where this hashtag Bullet Club in WWE can go. So with that said, thank you all for tuning into this video, and I will see you all next time. See you later.